I'm doing a lot right now in terms of me wearing this dress, because last time I wore this dress on cam, I certainly was flagged. They flagged me. So I'm just not gonna bend over, and hopefully I don't get flagged the fuck again, because that shit was annoying as hell. Well, you know what, gag bitch, because I'm still wearing it. I'm just not gonna give you this show, okay? Anyways, though, let's get into it. Got me fucking up my updo. Shit, let me get my twist right. Okay. Now, if you don't watch the show Catfish, I'm gonna just try to give you a rundown of how it works. Someone usually emails Neve, one of the actual host of the show, and then the cameraman slash nigga on the side is this dude Max, who got this beautiful gray hair. I'm telling you, he is part inspo for my hair, because I really do like the black and gray and white tones in his hair. And I mean, I'm not gonna do all that with mine, but I really do fucks with people with gray hair. I think it looks fly, especially on young people. I think it looks really, really dope. Neve gets emails from people who have an online romance that's either like needs to go to the next step, or they're just curious about who it is that they're talking to. Because like some people know blatantly, as with this last episode of Catfish is showing us that something ain't right. You know what I mean? Something ain't right. This episode featured two gay black men. And you know, one of them, this dude's name was Anthony. And child, first, you know what? I'm just gonna like get to my whole point of this video. A lot of people are saying things that like really erase like what happened to Anthony. Like, Anthony is a war veteran. They were discharged due to injury. They were shot in the Iraq War, and they were going through a lot of things mentally with their body and with their chemistry, their development, all that shit. So they were not in a good headspace. They definitely had a lot of you know, I would say that they were differently abled. I don't want to say that they're disabled, but I want to say that they're a differently abled person. And I think FRAMEL exploited that. I think with Anthony being real about who he was and what he was going through to FRAMEL, aka Mark with a Q. I don't think I have to stress to the people out there who are differently abled, who know that they may have you know, some sort of mental instability, perhaps. I don't know. I'm trying to tread lightly on this, because I think that a lot of people have, you know, a lot of disordered issues and shit like that. And I don't want to, I don't want to keep saying differently abled to get to my point, because what I'm trying to say is, if you're going through something, if you feel comfortable enough to speak about what you're going through internally with someone, especially someone online, I feel like that's a barrier you let down. And in doing so, by making someone else a witness to your pain, a witness to the shit that's happening to you, that's a really big, that's so monumental. And I think this, the thing that people aren't really getting is, this is a person that, you know, knows that they're unstable and still was seeking out love, still was trying to be trusting of someone that they really didn't know that they could trust for sure, but they were willing enough to do so. And look what happened. You know, they flew all the way to Mississippi, and what happened? They were at the restaurant where they were supposed to meet FRAMEL, and FRAMEL sat there and didn't say a damn thing, didn't do anything, you know, let the lie live on. And then said that they got run over by a car and was texting the next day. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, you know, like, y'all aren't really taking into account the fact that this man lied. You know, he impersonated someone else and got someone to tell them all of their inner demons, like all of their drama. And I'm sure in kind, FRAMEL was using the picture of this like little light-skinned man's, you know, to tell this other light-skinned man's about himself and about his struggle. But at the same time, that was not him. You know, like, I think we've all out there have made a fake account or some shit, being dumb as hell, you know, just either trying to fuck with somebody or trying to be silly and get some information, whatever the fucking fact of the matter might be. But it comes down to, this person for over a year was talking to this person like they were someone else. If you're going to go so far as to lie to me to get to know me, like to get to know the real me, you gotta be a fake you. That's not a good look. And honestly, like, even if I fell in love with you, fell in love with the rap you were spitting on or whatever, I will forever know that you lied to me. The whole relationship was built on lies. Whatever the fuck we're able to get after that, that's up to like my work and your work, but mostly yours. And I could tell that like Anthony was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Why the fuck did somebody do this? Like, cause honestly, that is a fucked up thing. And a lot of people are getting mad, like, oh, like if he wasn't as dark skinned or he wasn't as fat. It's like, no, it's not. I don't even think it's that. The fact that he lied about what he looked like in order to befriend someone. And like I'm not trying to downplay lookism. I'm not trying to downplay colorism. I'm not trying to downplay shadeism. I'm not trying to downplay none of that shit. Because beauty privilege is real. Beauty privilege is real and alive today. However, attraction is real. You know, if I go to your OkCupid profile and I see, you know, a dark skinned man, beautiful looking skin, just looking like really attractive to me, wearing the clothes I like, you know, writing the shit that I want to hear on the profile, and then when it comes down to it, it's really not this person. You already got me connected. You know, that's the internet for you. The internet can only give you so much. You know, like when people see pictures of me on the internet, they usually are like, oh, I know this bitch's voice. Like, I know this bitch's, you know what I mean? It's like you tie it into different things. It would be some different shit if you were to find out that, like, whoever was running my channels and pages and shit wasn't really me. That, like, who I am is actually not who the fuck you're a fan of or you like to watch. That I'm actually someone else and someone's stealing my shit. It would be a mind fuck. It would be unsettling. It would be kind of like ridiculous. I'm not trying to shade nobody for not feeling like attractive in their own skin, for feeling like they had to like kind of create an avatar. But the thing is, you didn't create an avatar. You created a life based on a picture of someone else. So, like, we gotta stop, like, acting like, you know, Anthony's fucked up and we should be feeling bad for FRAMEL. Because at the end of the day, who the fuck flew to Mississippi? Who the fuck flew to Mississippi and was met by crickets? You guys have to, like, really apply that shit. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck flew to Mississippi and was stranded by FRAMEL? It's like all this person was doing all this shit and was lying. You know what I mean? It was like they weren't even just being a piece of shit. They were lying on top of being shitty. So it's like there's so many things to unpack. And all these people saying, oh, well, if FRAMEL wasn't dark skinned, if FRAMEL wasn't fat. Well, we don't fucking know. We'll never know what their relationship could have been because the way that FRAMEL started their relationship was on lies. You feel me? And that's what we need to stick with. If you're lying about who you are, then you got your own issues already. Like, you already fucked up. But if on top of it, you're lying about who you are and you're using different pictures to pass yourself off as someone that you feel is more attractive than what you really look like, then you already setting up the relationship for failure. You already don't trust that this person could be attracted to you. You already don't trust that, like, you are enough for this person. And that's your own insecurity that you have to work through. But it just annoys the shit out of me that people are getting mad at Anthony like he wasn't tricked. Like, he didn't spend plane money. I can have the most banging personality, but if I'm stealing someone else's pictures, do you really give a fuck? If I was really lying to you, that puts a big ass question in your mind. What else was lies? What else was lies? What else do I gotta uncover? That's too much. Too much. I really do think that, you know, niggas is overreacting and trying to come at Anthony because really, like, put yourself in Anthony's position. Y'all niggas would have been mad too. And the fact that Anthony even tried to stay and talk to FRAMEL and FRAMEL was bugging out, that shit had me dead too. I'm like, FRAMEL, calm down, bitch. Cause why are you busting? Like, why are you about to bust when we just caught you? You feel me? That's like, and that's the behavior of a liar. When people be trying to deceive you, don't they get mad when you ask them to take accountability? That's not the proper response. If you fucking up and I'm calling you out for fucking up, or you lied to me and you trying to come clean, come all the fuck the way clean. Don't be sitting there with a fucking attitude. Like, he was sitting there bugging out. FRAMEL. Too much.